All right, looks like we're live. Hi, everyone. It's Melissa from Jacksonville Business Connections and our subsidiary business, the Business Advertising Directories. We have a new directory we just launched. It's a everything kids, from events, camps, classes. We just launched it, so we are inviting our first 100 founding members, and we're doing live interviews with some of the businesses who have joined jambees.com. And today I have Cecilia Wheeler with me, and she's the owner of Acting in St. Augustine. And Cecilia is qualified with over 48 years of experience in stage, television, and film, which is so awesome. Thank you for being here with us today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's just jump right in. Tell us a little bit about what you do and how you've gotten started.
Well, actually, I've been doing it most of my life. At a very young age, my mom took me to a dance recital, and I couldn't sit still. She said, "Okay, you're getting into dance." So I got into dance, and I got into acting and doing television commercials and stage and television film and all that for, I swear, since I was 3 years old. I've been doing this. So as I went to college, I took a different turn. I decided to study radio and television communications. Also, I have a minor in theater and a minor in education. So I was going to just teach those things, but I got more involved, and I had agents that I used to work with that started asking me to train their actors that are coming in, get them ready for auditions. I've done choreography for Universal, Disney, Hard Rock Cafe. I've done on camera and behind the scenes, and I really enjoy both. And actually, I met my husband in television, so we have a common interest there that I really enjoy, helping others learn about it. I'm not doing too much on camera myself anymore, but I like teaching those who have the love of business, doing this, and creating them to be a better actor.
That is so awesome. And is it for kids and adults, or just one age group?
Oh, no. It's for everybody. I have them from every age, from 4 till 90. So,
oh, wow.
So it's really a broad range. And the unique thing about my education is that I teach them not just theory of acting, I teach them a very broad spectrum as to where they can go in and they can converse with the director, because I also teach them the backstage elements and the on the screen elements, to where they can really work with the director. Directors really like the fact that they don't have to explain something to them. So my background gives me the opportunity to be able to do that. I also work with a lot of business people who want to do promotional videos. And now with all the Zoom coming on, I have a lot of business clients who really just want to look good and have more confidence. I even have students that come to me that just want to build confidence for social networking and just everyday life.
Yeah. No, that makes complete sense. Yeah. So do you have any current classes, or is it like scheduled out? How does that work?
Well, currently with our lovely pandemic, all my students are doing virtual classes. We're doing private classes right now. I'm getting ready to launch a group class, but right now I'm doing most of my students virtually and privately. I have a studio in my home, and I was teaching some group classes in a studio nearby, but with all of this, life has changed a little bit. So we're doing online classes, and that's working really well, because I have students from all over. I have in Ormond Beach and Palm Coast, and they're all over the place. So it's working out really nicely to do the private classes, and I customize my classes. So it's to the needs of the students. So I talk to them and I get to know who they are and what they need, and then I customize the class towards them. And I've been doing it for so many years.
Now, is the virtual ones all one-on-one, or will you have a group that meets on the virtual?
Yes, I'm working on getting some groups on the virtual. Right now, I'm just doing one-on-one, but I am working towards next month starting some group classes on virtually.
And then after, is it just ongoing classes, or is it like one of those things where, it's so many weeks or months, and then at the end, do they do like a little skit?
I have both ways. I have some of them that have been coming to me for years. And even after they go through the regular classes, like I have one that's on set for a film in California. And she'll call me and say, let's Skype. I need to know what's going on with the script and I need to work through the script. So I have some students that have been with me for years. However, I do have classes that are 6 to 8 weeks that do have a set production and set working schedule.
No, that's exciting. And then have you had any students that you worked with that weren't involved in acting at that time, but then have made it and done something out there?
Yes, actually, it's been quite interesting. I have, for instance, Skylar. She's one of my students that came from Alaska. They moved here, and she did not have any communication skills different than she always wanted to wear makeup. They didn't wear makeup in Alaska. She needed to learn some things. Well, she has become very popular with the agents and doing commercials, films. She's done things for Netflix and all over the place. So she's doing really well. I have several students that have come to me that really just came for confidence building and then ended up getting into it and really enjoying it and going on and doing commercials and films.
So do you have any of those connections? Like, for example, if do people come to you and say, hey, do you have any students, and you kind of connect them, or once, or is it they do everything independently to try to get known, and then you're just strictly the acting part of it?
I do both. I help them learn as to what to do to get with an agent, and I send them to different agents, and then it's their process. I teach them how to do it, and then they connect with the agent and eventually get accepted by the agent and move on. Otherwise, I do have some different companies that contact me, film companies that contact me and say, hey, we're filming in the area. We need some actors. Who do you have? So I do post on my Facebook page auditions that come up and different needs that come my way. And then I also, with my own students, I'll let them know what's going on if I have certain needs for different auditions and different productions.
No, that's really cool. It's like an added benefit.
Yeah. And I think that's why most of my students stick with me for so long, is because I have been in it for so long. I have the connections, and I give them more than just a theoretical class.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Is there anything upcoming that you want to share with everybody, or your Facebook page for them to go visit?
Well, my Facebook page is really Acting in St. Augustine. I post auditions, tips, Throwback Thursday. I promote my students when I can, if I have a spotlight. My website is www.actinginstaugustine.com. So you can get more information about different types of classes that I have and my experience. Upcoming is really, these virtual classes are really doing well. And if people want a virtual class, give me a call and we can set up a time. They're inexpensive, $25 an hour. And we set up a time and go from there. And I just customize it to that person's needs.
No, I think that's really awesome.
Yeah.
I have a 12-year-old daughter. She would probably love that.
Well, give me a call. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It gets them out of their comfort level, especially kids. I love working with kids because they are just building up their confidence to go out in the world. So these help change. I've had parents come to me and say, "What did you do to that child? Now she has all kinds of confidence." And it's great because they said they were shy and they wouldn't get on stage. They didn't converse even with family. They would just sit back and not be a part of things. But I build that confidence, and there's different techniques that I use, and they work.
Yeah, I really love that. I always love doing these interviews because I can find out so much more about, people and what they're really doing behind the scenes because, you see a blurb about a business, but you don't really know how it all works or the depth of who that person is and what their business offers. And every interview I do, I'm like, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Well, I appreciate you coming on and sharing about your business. And if there's ever anything in the future, when you do promote a program or anything like that, let us know and we can go live again and share it with the community.
Oh, that sounds great. I really appreciate
Yeah.
this opportunity.
Yes. Thank you for joining us, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.